Didn't even need to cut the grass yet. Just now, sun just now started shining this year. There's rug burn. I got something great in store for you guys today. Let me flip the script here. You guys are going to be going on the chest in a minute. These reels, I'm still trying to figure out which one I like better. I just knew I was going to like the newest one, right? Silver Creek Airstream Custom, the old. I didn't even plan on getting both from him used. I did put a few upgrades on this. I added a drag clicker, drag star. When I'm throwing little bitty stuff, I can't put this reel down over this reel. And today we're going to do a little shootout between the 1.7, the little bean, jelly bean bait. And I'm going to put them on this rod. So this one's already rigged up. We're going to cast out on our cast field. And I'm going to see, we got a little breeze blowing this way, like whew. I'm just going to see which one I feel works best on this rod, because I do have another rod coming. Expensive reel. You can still get these, well, if you can find them, usually they're a little cheaper. Okay, sorry about that. I had to shut off my Wi-Fi stuff on my phone. It always automatically connects me when I get home, and our Wi-Fi sucks. It is, yeah, it's not good. So today I'm going to throw this one first, this little bait here, and I wanted to real quick, we'll get down here. If you guys don't know about these baits, if you're just now joining the show for whatever reason, there's the test one we use. Here's what they actually look like. They got a little bill on them, a little hook, but to compensate by taking the hook off, I add that little bit of weight, and the bill always breaks off. So I've weighed these up, and that's why there's that many little split rings on there, because that bait right there weighs as much as what this bait right here does when it's ready to fish. And I just kind of left this guy out here. This is one of my favorite things to throw, these two baits here, the jelly bean and then this little flashback minnow, which is basically just a little micro chatterbait from Z-Man. And I use different, I actually like the ones that comes with the little trailer swim bait minnow things. I actually like those, except they fall apart real quick. So I tend to, the TRD bugs and a few other different things I actually like better than these. I'm not going to try to track down and buy more of those, but those work good right off the bat, and then I always switch them out as soon as they catch a few fish and get knocked off. And why Z-Man didn't make these with the Elastec little parts to come with them, the only thing I'm guessing is because the Elastec would have ate up the metal, rusted it if it sat too long, you know what I mean? Because it is, yeah, it's kind of like, it's weird, but that Elastec almost has like moisture built in. You put it by other soft plastics or metal, it rusts metal, and it melts other soft plastics. Crazy. I know. Technology, science. So without further ado, let's start casting and seeing how far, which one, first of all, how far, which one can throw this little bait the furthest, and then which just feels the easiest to do in the wind, like you said, you know, like I said. We have not perfect conditions, so hang on, let me get you on the chesty. Okay. And I can't really even explain why I like this reel better, other than I think it just has a smoother, well, that is kind of tight. Who said that? There we go. Do you guys see that? Somehow that had adjusted itself. Right there is about where, I wonder if I did that due to wind or something. I think I have this turned up some. So I'm going to adjust it for today. Usually it's considered, I like set it and forget it type stuff, but. Okay, so we landed a few feet out into the street, and I'll be honest, I think the brakes are turned up too high, so I'm going to go down. I'm going to go to halfway. They're like past halfway by a notch or two. So yeah, there's 2 notches, and that is, oh, I got something. 2 notches puts it to halfway, so it was actually a little bit higher than I normally have it. I must have been in some pretty windy conditions. Okay, so it started to fluff, and then it smoothed itself out, because we do have a slight wind. You can tell it's blowing the bait over into the grass. But it landed about, I'd say almost 5 foot out in the street, so that should be about 55 feet. Whoa, that sucked. I threw it way up in the air. Okay, so maybe I had that for a reason. Let's go one back. So halfway, then 1 notch is where, because like I said, it's kind of blowing sideways, almost at us though. A little bit of a breeze, and I'll adjust the other reel just like I'm doing this one. Okay, so no sign of backlashing, but anyway, well, I let it hit the ground before I stopped it. But we're only getting maybe like 4 to 5 foot out into the street. I think if there was no wind, I could hit the middle of the street easy enough. So let me try to get one. Okay, yeah, hit the street. I'm gonna walk you guys in. No, the wind, you guys have to take my word for it. The wind is literally strong enough, it blows the bait back out. You know, the line pulls the bait. So you guys are gonna have to take my word. And I may retry this again, but I wanna switch real quick and we're gonna try the other one. And I just realized I have nothing but my teeth to cut this line out here with me. Oh boy. Dennis loves me. If you guys remember right, when I unboxed this reel or rod, this rod is notorious for, this thing was hard to work. I actually oiled it and it's better now, but it's definitely not a reel seat I like taking reels on and off of a lot. It's kind of weird. It's like fine threaded. It takes forever to get them going. So before I get the line twisted up, I do know I do not like this reel on this rod. I'll let you guys take a look at it in a minute, but this thing, just the color matching on it just seems like perfect for it. I thought I would want an older looking reel on this reel seat, but that Airstream Custom just definitely goes awesome with it. And so it's not going anywhere. This isn't replacing it on this rod, but I just wanted to see if I could make myself like this reel as much as I do the Airstream Custom, which at the moment I don't. I'm not sure exactly why. Is it just that it's that much smoother and refined, the older Alphas over the newer one? I guess it could be. Hang on. I gotta use my eyes here. Get this baby lined out. So I was fishing Sunday and did real well. I was fishing Saturday and did horribly. So if you guys just watched the video that released, that was actually a combination of last weekend, Saturday's attempt to try to go fishing, and it was just nasty conditions. I managed one fish, it was chocolate milk. It was not good, so I just kind of stuck that in a video by itself to show you that, you know, once, twice, and then the third time was the charm. I went fishing Sunday, and man, just right off the bat, which I kind of knew, you kind of have that feeling. The water has warmed up. Saturday was maybe the best day if you could have found somewhere it wasn't so windy, but the strip pit I went to, we've had horrible luck with this last season or so, and I thought I'd just try it, see if it was coming back or not. Me and Charles went there and got, Charles went there twice with me, and I think he got skunked both times. I managed one bass one of the time, and then nothing this time. But I mean, like no hits, no bumps. Hang on. What's weird is you go to that place and you can see a little activity and there's all kinds of cover, but I didn't see a bunch of fish. I saw all kinds of like surface activity from little fish, you know, little like bait size stuff. So anyway, that right there works awesome. We got out to about 5 foot past the edge of the street here, 5 foot into the street. Let's see where this guy goes. Let's see where it's set. I got it number 8 on the setting, and it's actually set looser. Yeah, it's set a little bit looser than that Airstream Custom. It's this Stream Custom Silver Creek. Let's try it. Okay, it felt freer, but it feels like it's not on the, it's not onto the It's not on the rod all the way right. Oh, we got, oh, whoa! Hang on, we got a big one. This is gonna suck. I don't know what it's getting caught on, those dandelions, yes. It usually comes right through the grass, so it must be the dandelion stuff. Let's try this again. So if you guys remember right, I've got a Lure Star streamer rod coming for this reel. But before I switch, where did it go? I would almost swear they're like even. So hang on one second. Yeah, I'm hitting 3-4 foot into the street. Let me try to get a good cast. This has a different release though, it feels like. Yeah, so there's about as good as I got with the Airstream Custom. So I guess in hand they feel like the same, they almost have the same feel. It is definitely, you know, there's no issues with it. It's a smooth, it's quiet casting, reeling. If anything, this makes a little more noise, and that, I guess, am I that picky? That little bit of noise when I'm casting them, I can tell over the Airstream Custom. All right, let's hurry up and wrap this video up. Right, you guys like my short videos, right? Short and sweet, like always. No. There goes that lawnmower again. Let me try, usually right about, whoa, look out, car. I stopped it. Yeah, about 5 foot out in the street. I guess I could go down one just to see. All right, we were on 8, we'll go to 7. Watch it backlash. Yeah, it got a touch further, but it's just like the other one. It's kind of fluffy. So set it and forget it is on 8. The Airstream Custom is on like halfway, and then 1 notch past halfway. And I'm out here casting with a slight breeze coming kind of sideways but at us, and no issues of backlashing whatsoever. I'm guessing 55 feet. Like I said, when I cast it and stop and try to put the line down, I'll try another one. When the wind finally, it's like the line will get pulled. It's hard to tell. So let me try one more time. I loosened it. Oh, wait a minute. That little girl does not see my line. Oh, look out, little girl. I'm gonna catch you. Hello. Are you looking for hobby?
Yeah, he's coming to come out.
Okay. Look out, you don't want to get hit. It's a big old bait. Okay, the wind, the first one, so I went to 7, I went back, I went against what I said. I went to 7, and I hit the middle of the street, so that's like 60 feet. So yeah, almost the middle of the street again on number 7, one away from where we started. It was at 8. I haven't had, I got a few casts, no backlash. Okay, well, if I don't stop it just right, yeah, I'm gonna leave it at 8. It's one of those where, I talk about it before, if I'm out fishing, I will definitely not be stuck on that 7. I would have it to that 8 so I don't have no issues. So I might as well start trying to do my cast testing like that also. So yeah, 55 or so. I did get 60 feet with the looser setting. Let me go back to the Airstream Custom and then I'm gonna end this video. But I did like that. It felt fine on this rod. I like it. I didn't like it. There's a few of the rods I don't like this on, but I don't really like the rods, I think. But this felt very good. No issues. Uh-oh, what did I do? I apologize for the lawnmowers. I'm telling you guys, you guys know what I'm talking about, some of you guys. You cannot get away from the lawnmower people. How did I tie this in a knot? Look at that, it's tied in a knot. Oh well. What is that? Oh, set some gunk on there. So honestly, what I was wanting to see, I was able to see. This thing feels, oh boy. This reel seat this is definitely a set it and forget it reel seat. You do not want to try to mess around switching out a different bunch of rod and reels on this, or bunch of different reels on this rod. This rod, that reel seat is like complicated. I got time to talk, spam likely. Yeah, scam likely. I've had like 5 of those today. You guys been getting a lot of those? It's crazy. I don't know what's up. But I might get one or two a week or something, but today I've had like 5. They must have heard Bass Bonsai's back in town. Something, I don't know. Alright, that does just look way better, doesn't it? Alright. Yeah, I know, it takes forever to hang on. Let me get it tight. You gotta kind of push this thing in. It takes a little bit. We're gonna give this guy one more shot, and I'll tell you why. Because I think I may have had this adjusted a little tighter than on the Silver Creek. So I'm gonna give it its shot. I'm gonna loosen that up as loose as the Silver Creek was. And then if I have to, go back to that one more notch on the brakes and just try it. Oh my God. I didn't have the button pushed. Hang on. And I'll be honest, if I'm about ready, I'm in the middle of the live stream. What are you doing?
Bars are cooking.
Oh my God. Look at this. Do you guys ever have to like stop and fix handlebars in the middle of a YouTube video? How'd you do that? They're pretty tight too. That looks straight on your side?
Yep.
All right, now we're back. So, I was getting ready to say that I'm almost to the point of recommending this rod, even though it's a $200 rod, to you guys. Like, you guys need to be able to get one of these and fish it and use it. This is an awesome rod. I'm kind of still on the durability thing, and I'm putting it through its paces. I figure if it'll make it a season of me fishing it, you know, pretty hard. I mean, I'm running 6-pound test on it, so. And it's rated, I don't think it's rated for 6. Is it rated for 6? No, 1 to 5, you know, what's the difference? 6, right? So I am running 6-pound test line. I'm not taking it easy with it though. I grab it just like my other rods, and you know, it's going through the paces, and so far it's a light, crisp rod that just works awesome. The blank material is definitely like some of the best I've had. I'd say it's as good or better than the NRX stuff myself, to be honest with you. The NRX stuff doesn't, although it's very good, it's no more impressive than most of the other, like, you know, a couple hundred, $200, $300, $400 rods. I mean, some of these AliExpress, that $150 or 100, I have found that as cheap as $130. The Feeling, the other Lure Star, and this is a Kyrum, but that other Lure Star streamer, I recommend that rod. I recommend the Lure Star, I just call it the Feeling, but you guys know the one I'm talking about, the purple rod. I recommend those if you guys want, a little nicer one from AliExpress. But this one is right there about ready for me to recommend to you guys because I just like the way it feels. Okay, so back to this and then we're out of here. Yeah, see that? I've got that, and I don't remember doing that. Somehow it just got that. It's like phantom adjustment, right? Sometimes the tolerances are tight on stuff and you got it set and it just kind of... So that's better. Let's try it. That's about as loose as I normally have it. Okay, here comes the school bus. I don't think I got any more kids getting off the bus. Pretty sure all the kids that belong in this neighborhood are here. Okay, so you know what? I think that's what I am feeling. It's hard to explain, but there we go. So yeah, I would call them even, except for if you guys that have both could probably also comment. This one, that was me. I waited for it to hit out there on the street. I feel that they are evenly matched on casting and ease of casting, and I haven't really been doing it here. I've been going for distance, but like flipping little flip stuff, they are very close. This little reel right here is very free. It's a very awesome reel, but this reel is actually just more refined. It just feels... It's definitely the best refined Alphas I've ever felt. Like I had the Alphas Air, that reel felt horrible. I'm not sure why. And I want to say this one is made in Japan still. And this is Malaysia, right? Is that, or Thailand? Yeah, Thailand and Aldebaran stuff. Not the Aldebaran, but the Corrados and the Scorpions are made in Malaysia, and this is made in Thailand. Very good reels, all the ones that aren't made in Japan, but there is just something about a Daiwa, or Shimano for that matter, that the made in Japan, just the extra smooth feel. Like my Zillion, I believe it's still made in Japan. They're just, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but there's just an extra smoothness. Oh, get out of that tree. So, while I end this, I will still say, still my favorite. I can't call one a winner over the other as far as casting, ease of casting, overall use. Actually, overall feel. This one just has a touch, I'll just call it more refined. Everybody uses that term, right, in the BFS and in the fishing higher end world. The refinement is unmatched as far as I'm concerned, I guess. So, as I get out of here, I'm going to take the unrefined Dark Wolf Ultra, which is far from being a refined reel, but just feels, works awesome. Nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's smooth, works good. It is no higher end Daiwa or Alphas, or Daiwa. It is no higher end Daiwa or Shimano. You can definitely feel, but it's still nice. I mean, it still feels real good. But as I get out of here, we're gonna see what this combo. This is the Zephyr 5'6" ultralight with the Dark Wolf Ultra. Oh boy, hang on. And I can tell you on that cast, it's gonna go just as good. It should go further with this 5'6". Okay, I'm not stopping it in time. I know I should put this on that other rod for you guys that want to see. I can just tell you though, you have to trust me that, yeah, I'm getting the same. This little bait. Oh, I got something. I had a stick. Dang it. I was gonna get a pic of that stick. Yeah, I'm getting almost to the 60 feet, almost out there. This is at a disadvantage. It does have 6 pound on the other ones. This is a 10 pound test. But it is right there. So I would call this setup the Dark Wolf Ultra on the 5'6" Casking Zephyr Ultralight. And it's even, just as capable. You're not gonna hardly gain anything on fishing these littler baits, like the one you just saw where they, oh boy, hang on. Like these little guys, you can't go wrong with either of these, even the Shimano Aldebaran, the Calcutta Conquest, the Dark Wolf Ultra, the Black Knight 2. The reels that start falling away but are still good reels, but like the Corrado BFS XG, the Scorpion, the Lingle, and all those, they can't quite keep up with these other reels like I mentioned, or probably the new Aldebaran, the older Aldebaran. When it comes to these little 1.5, 1.7, you know, 2 grams and under. Now the one reel that does stick, once you get into 2 grams, there's a few others that stick right with a lot of these other baits here, which I would consider the, well, once you put aftermarket spools in any of them, they can be up there. If you guys, Hobie One Kenobi just did a video, that Roro spool for the Corrado or the Scorpion, that'll put them right here with these guys. Should be close. But on the trout magnet, these guys like take the cake over the Aldebaran, even with that chameleon spool I had in it, or any of the other BFS reels I've tried to date anyway. This reel, the original Alphas Air TW, the only downfall to kind of these, this one is actually stands above these, I feel, because it's got a little more line capacity. I can put 120 foot of 10 pound. I can't put 120 foot of 10 pound on these. So unfortunately, the downside to these, if you guys don't want a strictly only ultralight, you're wanting a general all-around reel, I'd pick this one, Dark Wolf Ultra, over these. If you're wanting a refined, awesome, for that littlest, you know, trout magnet up to whatever, 4 gram, but you are going to go down below 1.5 grams. Either of these reels, this actually would be my pick. Over my Aldebaran with the chameleon spool, over with I had an Alpha Air TW, this one, which is basically the same thing. This is a fixed, I think the other one wasn't a fixed inductor, is the only difference. But man, this baby right here, for that littlest stuff, I'm telling you guys right now, it's so smooth, casts so well, it just works so well. The old original Alphas platform that is very old now as far as when that first came out, kind of makes Alpha's Edo AI. I'm tempted to get a few other ones, but the Edo AI just doesn't, you know, it's got that other older finesse custom spool that's way heavier. It's a fixed inductor. It's still got 5/8 to 1 gear. It just does not feel anything like this reel, or as far as the refinement, just how smooth it casts, probably because of that aluminum gears. So I may go ahead and get some brass gears put in it and get some kind of aftermarket spool for that Edo AI and just have it around since I've already got the reel. But you guys comment, and anybody comment yet? Nobody's commented yet. You guys. Well, let's keep it under a half hour. All right, guys, stay tuned. The next video I got coming up, we're going to take probably the Dark Wolf Ultra, the Lingle, the Zillion, and any other reel I can think of. We're going to put it on my favorite, still, the Teton 661, and we're going to see if we can track down a reel I like on it. Oh, and the Corrado BFS we're going to put on it, because if I like the Corrado the best, which I think I will, because it's just the best fit for that light rod, we'll probably end up ordering a Scorpion instead of the Corrado, because the Scorpion would look better on the Teton rod, right? Right. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for that video. I got the rest of this week, what happened on Sunday. I got those coming out like in a 4-part series. The first one, the intro one, is out now. The first one will drop tonight, and then the other 3 each night to kind of end, and you guys can see just how well I did on that one day on Sunday, made up for all the other last couple weeks that sucked. So get out, go bass and bonsai, but whatever you do, make sure you have fun doing it. We gone.